Hi guys, welcome back my channel. Welcome to a new video. It's Fanono here and I'm back with another video. And in this video guys, I'm gonna be answering the questions that you guys have been asking me on both here YouTube and also on my Instagram about the residency in Turkey. So before I start answering the questions, just let me take this opportunity to say thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. The channel just hit its first 1K this week, so I'm so glad you guys subscribe. And if you're new on this channel and you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Okay, so for the questions, I have the questions here on my notebook and I also have some questions here on my phone. So I will be reading the questions and I'll be answering them. Yeah, so let's get started. The first question is, how long is the residency? The length of the residency depends on the program in which you are enrolled. If you're doing like things like to do with medicine, neurology, psychiatry, or the basic medical sciences, most of them do take 4 years, but with exception with family medicine takes 3 years, infectious diseases, cardiology, and all these surgical departments take up to 5 years. I often get a question about the salary, like how much do a foreign resident get, how much do you get paid. So I would say for a foreign resident like myself, I get about half of what my Turkish colleagues get. The other question is, do you have any social benefits? Unfortunately, no. So this means that you have to do your own health insurance, you have to do your own work insurance, and that's how you're gonna keep up. The other question is, how is the working environment like? So for my case, like in my hospital, I would say the work environment is pretty decent. I wouldn't complain, like I wouldn't be here to complain about the work environment. I think the friends I have are friendly. Like we do have almost whatever we need to make our work easier. So I think I'll say it's pretty decent. Like I wouldn't complain like about our work environment. I have a question here, like that's from YouTube actually. So it's from Noriang. Hi, I want to know which language is being used in Turkey hospital and how much does it cost to do residency. So I think I've said this in my previous videos that Turkey is a country that uses Turkish, and if you are to do residency in Turkey, that means you have to know the language, you have to speak language. Yeah, so you need to know Turkish in order to do residency or to work in Turkey. And also how much does it cost to do like residency? Okay, so you don't have to pay for your residency, but rather the hospital does pay you because you are always full-time in the hospital. You just have to pass the exam and then that's what you only have to do. You don't have to pay anything for your residency. The question is, hi Dr. Fanono, I'm an international med student in Turkey. I want to know how much you earn foreign assistant doctors in Turkey without number. Thanks for information. Good luck. You are welcome. I would say I just said that we get about half of what our Turkish colleagues get. This includes what the hospital gives us, and also for our night course, the Nobel that the friend just asked. But if you're not doing any night course, you definitely get like a quarter of the salary of what the Turkish colleagues do get. The question is like, please can you make a video about how to prepare for the exam? I'm a third-year medical student and I have 4 years to go. I'm thinking about taking this exam after I graduate. What is your advice for me? Okay, so if you're in you are in your third year and you're planning on taking the exam. So I think the most important thing is the thought that you have that you're gonna take this exam. I think you have you said you have 4 years. I think 4 years is enough. So just make sure you just make yourself familiar with what kind of questions come. So when you're studying, you just have to know how to study, and when you're about to get to take the exam, then I think we can talk again about the exam thing in detail. Okay, so there's another question here from Mina Kani. How to send documents after documenting from Foreign Ministry of Affairs in my country. Do I have to send my original documents and get them translated? The original ones, do tell. Okay, so first of all, you don't have to send your original documents. This is not just like for here, but anywhere else. Nobody sends their original documents, but rather their photocopied documents. So you don't need to send your original copies. And also, as I said, that Turkey is a country that uses Turkish as the language, as the formal language, as it just uses the language like everywhere. So it means you need to translate your documents before you send them, and they have to be translated by an authorized translator. And I think that should be enough. And the other question is, do you need to know Turkish to take the exam? Of course, you need to know Turkish to take the exam, because the exam is in Turkish. So definitely you have to know Turkish. You have to know the language. When resident finishes residency, is he a specialist or a consultant? So when you finish residency, you are definitely a specialist in that particular area of your study, and then with time, with experience as a specialist, you're definitely gonna be a consultant. So yeah, I think I have answered some of the questions, and I've also got a lot of questions about to do with the diploma equivalent exam, and I think I have to do a separate video about this diploma equivalent exam, because I have to explain a little bit of it. Yeah, so this is so I had to say for now for the Q&A, and make sure you look forward to part 2 of the video. Then I'll see you soon. Bye.